Hello, everybody. This is Etho. We are back at the mob system stuff today. I've updated to 1.5.1. Seems a lot smoother. Like the main thing they fixed in it is the smooth lighting performance issue, and not everybody experienced it. I was one person that was experiencing it though. I definitely noticed performance hit between 1.5 and 1.4.7, and now it seems to be really smooth. So that little bit of jitter is gone for me. Some people had it worse than others, I know. Like some people could hardly even play. So that is awesome to get things back the way they were. But yeah, I was just about to do the redstone. Well, I kind of started already for this, and I thought I would cue you guys in on what we're doing. So what we have to do is we got to make this trap door open and close really quick. The mob will drop down onto that trap door there, and then after a little bit of time, we want that to open and close as well, and then let another mob in. So the way I have this, there's a tripwire hook right there. So when the mob is one block in front of the trap door, it'll basically do this. It'll flip this torch, and then that allows this clock to run. And once the mob passes by the tripwire, it stops. So it's not going to be running all the time, which is something that bugs me about clocks. I don't like it when they run all the time. That'll be good. This is much too fast, though. If we slow this down... Yeah. That might be better. Maybe even slower. I think we gotta stick a monostable in here, though, so the trapdoor does a quick open and close, just not as often. Then we gotta go down below here and try connect it to here, too. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna try put 2 repeaters here, actually. I'm guessing we'll need to, because it's gotta be the time from when they drop there to down there, which I'm sure is more than 4 ticks. So we'll have to set these at 8. And I am trapped. Don't ender pearl into the mob system. That's never a good idea. Okay, very good. Now, if we flip this, it's almost in reverse. That's good. So I'm just going to hook up a monostable to this yet, and it should be good to go. So all the redstone should be done now. We might have to change some timings on things, but all the components are here. So we have our clock activator here. This is our clock. Then it goes to a monostable circuit here. This changes it from like a long pulse to a short pulse. Or in other words, instead of the trapdoor being like open, close, it's like open, close, pause, open, close, pause, open, close, you know, real quick. And then, but it's still the same duration of time between the pulses. And then it goes down to here to the other trapdoor with an 8-tick delay. I'm guessing we will have to add more to that though, because I forgot, not only do we need to account for the time it takes them to fall down onto the trapdoor, but also for their pathfinding to kick in so they go where they need to. But we can run a test now and just see what happens. So I'm going to flip this. I should have checked if it's night or day. That's going to affect our spawn rates here. It must be nighttime. Let's go sleep. Woohoo! Best way to get down. And over here. And right there is my bed. Get your snacks, guys, if you didn't get them already. Don't you forget. Never forget. It's implied every episode. Get your snacks. Okay? Yeah. Okay, let's go back up. Oh, it's doing things. What's it doing? We got a creeper in one spot already? I am stuck. I can't jump. Feeling claustrophobic. Let's go over here where it's open. Oh, we got a skeleton coming. Sounds like. Oh, you see that? First problem. He's he didn't land on the door even. That's a problem. Yeah, so there's definitely timing issues already. It's okay, we'll work them out. See, that opens before he gets to the trap door even. Okay. So I'm gonna do some fine tuning here, and then we'll see it really working, hopefully. Well, good news. It looks like the silverfish farm is still working perfectly, even after the redstone update. So all the redstone changes did not break it, which is very good. I am not. I don't want to change anything with this. I'm happy with the redstone on it. I don't want to have to fiddle with it anymore because it is like 100% accurate now. Took me a long time to get that right. I cannot say the same about our mob sorter though. It is not 100% accurate at the moment. It is maybe about 95 from what I just tested. We will go check out the changes I did. It's a little bit more improved, but we have to do some more improvements maybe. First thing I changed, I increased the clocks. So this is 21 ticks now, about 2.1 seconds. And monostable is as short as it can be for operating the trapdoor. I have added in more delay down here as well to make that work, because they have to be like the same length for it to work down here too on this trapdoor. So this is, what do we got here? We got 20 ticks down there, or 2 seconds, and then I added in a trapdoor right over here, which doesn't move at all. It's just there to create a few pixels distance from this wall, because they were falling down and not landing on the trapdoor there. They were landing on that block it's connected to, and that is not good. So anyway, let's run a test. We'll see what it's like now. One issue I was having is it can't keep up with my mob system. Zombies go after the villagers. Creepers run away from the ocelots over there. Ooh, that looked weird. It's like he fell and then he came back up and went that way. Skeletons, they just sit there and fall down. Creepers. The main problem I'm having with this at the moment is the creepers. They kind of sit there too long sometimes and they'll just fall down. It does seem to matter how many guys are up there though, like how backed up it is. It's pretty accurate though. As long as things are running smooth, it's accurate. But when it starts jamming up like that... Yeah, he fell in with the skeleton. When they start pushing each other a lot up there, it starts to mess up. Sometimes 2 will fall in at a time too. See, he just sat there. I tried extending the size of this platform. It seemed to help a bit, but we need something else. We either need... I don't know if adding a second cat would make them run away quicker, or if I can add like another layer to this. Like if I went up like this and made a path for them to get up, like if I started making the second platform, if they would see that. I don't know what the range is on the pathfinding for the mobs, but that's another idea. But generally, it's working relatively decently at the moment. But what is this all for, you might be wondering. I had fun reading the comments for last episode, because a lot of people were trying to guess what I'm intending to use this for. Like, what's the point if we can separate items out now using hoppers and all that? Why don't we just separate the items instead of the mobs? And I'll tell you why. This is an idea I had about six months ago to a year ago already. Actually, it's just been sitting there and it's been bugging me that I haven't done it yet. So we're gonna go to one of my old creative worlds. I managed to find the project again, and I'll show you step 3 of the mob system. Alright guys, here we are in one of my old creative worlds. I have 5 or 6 or 7 main worlds I use. I'll just pick one randomly and I'll start building little experiments like this all over the landscape. No real order to it or anything, so it can be really challenging to find an old project after I've built it, and this was no exception. This took me, I had to go through every single world and like fly around the worlds for quite a ways to see if I maybe missed it somewhere. Finally I found it. Here it is. This is going to be step 3 of our mob system. The bomb factory. This is a bomb factory. This is really cool. Maybe we'll start with just an example of it. So there's going to be 3 main components to it. There's this snow golem over there, safely tucked away behind closed doors, safe from any danger. We have a skeleton. We're going to have a creeper in this path here. Alright, right between the snow golem and the skeleton. But he doesn't get released right away. This is what happens. This is made for like several months ago, and it doesn't work quite right anymore because mob behavior has changed. Before I had to use a monostable circuit to run it, but now I found if I put a wooden button here, it pretty much works every time. The main thing that's changed is skeletons and like snow golems, they take a good second before they shoot the first time. Before in the past it was like instant, like he would instantly shoot when this door opens and then the skeleton would instantly shoot back, and it was a real challenge to close this door quick enough so that the snow golem wouldn't get shot by the skeleton. But now it's really easy. So anyway, here's an example. Boom. So what happened there, the door is open long enough for the snow golem to see the skeleton. He shot the skeleton. There's a check that happens here though to make sure the skeleton gets shot, because sometimes these guys miss the snow golems. And this piston retracts a glass block. It looks like it doesn't put it back like it's supposed to because it's not it's not set up right. But it retracts this glass block and allows the skeleton to get moved to on top of that pressure plate. And then that pressure plate activates this piston, which pushes him off of it, and then it's going to run and release our creeper, which now that we have a mob sorter, we can have a gate that just releases one creeper, and we can control it properly that way. So the second time we open the door, the skeleton will shoot the creeper first. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. Like, I have to adjust the timings and everything to make it work again. But you saw the skeleton shot the creeper because this creeper's in between the two. The snow golem shot him afterwards. I think the creeper will still detonate on the skeleton though once they come together. Yeah. Don't blow up. So what I can do is transport the skeleton and the creeper wherever I want, and I can use them to blow up blocks. Like, it's kind of like free TNT, basically, that I don't have to craft or anything. It's all automatic. I can get the skeleton and the creeper from my mob system, no problem. And then we can get them to blow stuff up. So, step 4 or 5 or whatever, I don't know what we'll call it later, but one of the things I want to make is cobblestone farms. So we'll have cobblestone generators, and then we'll make them detonate the cobblestone, and then we'll collect it. But the main thing I want to use this for is an automatic tree farm to automatically collect wood. It's going to be really tough to do and a lot of fun, but it is possible with the game now, I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a fun project, that's for sure. But there's going to be a lot of complicated steps to it. But basically we combine them at like a sheet of wood or something, have them blow it up, and then the wood will fall down onto hoppers or whatever. This is something I set up like months ago because I think I planned on using it for a tree farm even back then, but now it's a lot easier to make this all work. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's the idea. We're not gonna work on that today. Maybe we'll go do something else just to change things up. I hope you like the idea though. What are those two goofballs up to today? What are they doing? Back up. Walk away. I was never here. Anyways, what are we going to do now, guys? What shall we do? I actually have something to show you. You remember the brown mushroom farm? Of course you remember. I only worked on it once or twice. But yeah, I worked on it some more yesterday. And I did the ceiling, and I kind of like how it looks, actually. We did like this grid pattern thing. Thought I'd show you. I'm trying to figure out how to connect it to the wall now. And I experimented with some other block types because I was hoping to change, like it's just all one color, and I was hoping to add another color in with the wall, but I couldn't find anything I liked, so we might just keep it. This isn't exactly going to be a high use building, I don't think. So I'm not too picky about it. I tried putting some wool behind the fences. I don't know. Not sure what to do. When the mushroom grows, it's going to activate some redstone. Ooh. Turn the light up, or turn the light on up there. Then I wanted to do like a light show on the ground. Maybe some note blocks, like a little tune that will play till we harvest the mushroom. Then on this end, we gotta put something. I don't know what we'll do here either. We might even want to continue here. Like have a door that goes further into another part of the cave. Huh. Maybe. This nether brick and sandstone at the top here, I never really made it end anywhere. I just randomly stopped it. Same with on the other side, I never really made it do anything. It just randomly ends. So maybe what we'll do, like it kind of wraps around the UFO there. Maybe we'll mimic. Ooh, I said that fast. Mimic what we did there and make it wrap into the wall on this other side. So we'll do something like that. And the nether brick will only go up to there, and then we'll figure out some other ceiling for this tree farm area if we ever do that. That's a lot of work to change the ceiling on there. But maybe eventually we'll get to it. This will all be... Wait, is that right? Huh. This is 4 blocks wide. That seems a little off, doesn't it? Oh well, it'll work. There we go. That looks a little bit better, I would say. A little more finished, complete. It still connects to nothing though, but you don't really see it at the moment. We don't know what we're doing with this area. And then eventually it'll transition to another type of ceiling if we do one over the tree farm. If we ever get to it. This side turned out okay. Changed this wall. Moved the fence. Maybe... Yeah, that's better. Right? We'll put something here. It's not going to be a flat wall, but for now it will be. Had to transition here. That was a bit tough, but it works. It's good. Huh. Another idea I had today. Up here, you know, this room, I never really knew what to do with it until today. I think I know what I want to do with it finally. So, bedroom was kind of always on my mind. Put a bedroom here, but today I had another idea. Uh, so, to get into this cave, do you know how I do it? Do you know how I get in here usually? Right through here. So, to get into my home here, usually well, there's a hole here. I sometimes go down. Over there, there's a drop. And there's another one I sometimes use. Where is it? We should change this thing too. I don't like this anymore. But yeah, over here is another hole I sometimes jump down to get home. Only works if you have feather falling. And sometimes I'll just fall right through here. Just jump down here to get back in. My point is, I need a better place to get into my cave. An actual entrance would be nice, you know. I have ways of getting out too. Like I have the elevator. Getting out's a little easier. I can ender pearl up there, or there's another ender pearl spot over here I use often. So I got a few easier ways out than in, but let's just try and make a staircase here and see what that's like. By the way, I was having some trouble with my computer the other day. I was getting my fan, all of a sudden is like, usually my fan's pretty quiet, then all of a sudden my computer fan was like, you know, it wore out or got dry, the bearings in it or something, and started making terrible noise. This goes quite a ways. So I took my computer apart, opened it up, took the fan out, oiled it. That took care of the sound issue. I also vacuumed out my computer though. There was a lot of dust, a whole bunch of it, and I was getting blue screens before, like one a day usually, and I was considering maybe getting a new computer by now, because it usually every 3 years or so I'll get a new computer. You know, I don't get top of the line when I get a new one. I'll get like above average usually, so it's a bit cheaper, but it's still kind of expensive. But I think I can hold out a little longer now because ever since I vacuumed out all the dust, I haven't gotten a blue screen, so I'm guessing it was overheating, and everything's pretty good now. So yeah, maybe we'll do this. It goes up quite a ways though, doesn't it? I was thinking of just having a nice little staircase entrance. That's a pretty big staircase. Yeah, we'll do it. This is a good place. Like, we got a nice view over here. I think that's a good idea. And maybe I'll break it up too. Instead of like having a solid staircase all the way up, I'll have a platform halfway with something, and then we'll go the rest of the way. Okay, I got the basic idea laid out here. This area I extended to 7 blocks, so we can put something on the walls and we'll have a ceiling or something. Maybe another arch over here that goes over top, and then up we go. We got a platform. I made this 5 blocks, and then we go the rest of the way. And each of these flight of stairs goes up 7 blocks, so it splits right in the middle, and it should be good. So I think that's what we'll go with. And I'm just gonna make it like I made the other staircases to be consistent with the logs on the sides and the regular oak stairs, and it'll look pretty good. Maybe we'll put fences on the logs too. It'll be nice to have a proper entrance to get into here, because I do I do feel a little silly jumping down holes all the time to get down here. It's not very convenient. Cool. Well, I think we're about done for today, aren't we? It's about that time. Uh, I guess maybe we'll head over to the library. We should do one thing on the library. I'm gonna wire up the door to it today just so we make some progress on it. Here we are at the library, and I just finished wiring the door, so let's take a quick look at it. So it's a 3x3 door with the center missing, and this is what the pistons do on it. We have 8 pistons, 3 per side, and then 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and they all do a quick pulse like that. So if we put this here, 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 and there, 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 and there, that's our door. Just like that. So this is a quick pulsing door. It leaves the blocks behind even though it's sticky pistons. Oh, I guess we need to put some quartz there, there, and there too. But yeah, pretty cool. The reason I really like this door is because you can run and keep going. Like it doesn't, you don't hit the door as you run through it. So that's pretty cool. So this is the wiring. Goes up to the top piston from there. Half slabs. The wire just goes back and forth up to the top, and underneath the pressure plates, it goes to a monostable circuit here. It's just a piston that goes up, and it turns it into a 1-tick pulse. That goes up to the middle, which goes up the side, and it goes to this piston over here, and it can go underneath that as well to the other side, and that's how it gets to there. So from the other side of the door, exact same thing, just reversed, and it's pretty simple. So that's one more thing done with the library. It's fairly large though. That's okay. We got lots of space. It'll work out, and we'll put a skin over top this side too, so you won't see all this stuff. But yeah, I picked out 2 comments for today. Let's check these out. Number 1, why do you only wear boots for armor? I have a helmet on. No, I got this from a mob last episode, so I decided to just put it on. These are my boots. Protection 3, Feather Falling 4. I always wear Feather Falling 4 boots for Ender Pearls because they reduce the fall damage you take from them. You can Ender Pearl a lot more often without any trouble. Because normally you take 2.5 hearts of fall damage. With these, it's like that time is half a heart or a heart. It's a lot less. I don't wear more armor because this game is pretty easy as it is. Even in the Nether, I haven't died in a long time in my single player, so I'm not too worried about dying. And I like the extra potential, the extra risk behind it. I have to be a little more careful, Second question. Hey Etho, do you play any games on a console or just PC? I do have an Xbox 360. I don't use it too much anymore. I'm pretty solid on PC games only. They're a lot better. Anybody that plays PC games frequently knows this. They're better. The main reason I like console games is because of the relaxation element to it. It's a lot you can sit on a couch and use a TV. But with my PC, the way I have my computer set up, actually, I have a wireless Xbox 360 controller, so if I want to use that with a game, with a PC game, I can. And I also have my computer set up where I can put the image out on my TV and sit at my couch too, so I can play PC games exactly like console games, pretty much. There's no there's no real benefit to console for me anymore with that setup. So I like PC games. They're awesome. Most of them have better graphics for fancy games, and just the whole customization you get in games on PC, like Minecraft. You can have custom skins. You can make custom worlds. There's no size limitation. You know, there's just a lot of benefits to PC gaming over console gaming. That's my opinion. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye bye.